I was just watching the video from Troy Black. He had a word. He said, if there's unity among you in your Christian fellowship, well, organization, or that be your church, then you're in good shape. He said that there is a lot of words that he has been getting from the Lord. And I wanted to pass this on because I think that we are getting a lot of good feedback and messages from the Lord ourselves about what Troy Black has been saying, so we can confirm it in the Holy Spirit. And I I guess you can say I had a video earlier and I scrubbed it, and I just didn't want to bring any negative uh, comments to that video. But what I will say though is that you won't see any advertising here, and you won't see me like trying to promote any products. And that's a point that I'm making for specific reasons. I really think that if I were to promote anything, it would be like writing a book, and I don't write books, so okay. Um, but that really gets under my skin a lot because there are people who have marketing traits who can do that and are good at that, but there are some people that are just not cut out for it. But they are good at it because they've been doing it for so long. So to me, there's a lot of unity in a lot of people that who just disagree with selling on the internet when you're ministering to other people. And I really wanted to nosedive into it, so I didn't want to do that because I don't know if that's going to bring any edifying information. What I will say is that there's a lot of information swirling around about Blinken going to China, and it was an utter failure because he didn't really accomplish anything. In fact, he probably really made it worse for himself and the United States. So as that news came out yesterday and information about the state of the world and state of the nation, it is looking like we are in the midst of World War III. Now, what does that look like in translation of what's ahead here in the biblical sense? Because, see, we see it on the world stage, but what's going to happen in the biblical, spiritual nature, if we might want to venture down here? I think that this is very close to what will look like, and I can say this because Russia has agreed to build some type of I'm not sure what kind of organization, building, or whatever it is. They're building some type of building in Jerusalem. That brings us to not Psalm 83, um, Ezekiel 38:39. Okay, so that's bringing us closer to that. So if we're that close to tribulation, and this is coming from Robert Breaker, the pastor that is excellent at this, he says if we're that close to tribulation, then how much closer are we to the rapture of the church? Those are things that I borrowed from them because I think that their information is very fluid, and I think we are very close to the soon return of the Lord. Now, we keep saying that, but it's starting to resonate, okay? And a lot of people are wondering, yeah, this is really true. Now, we're not quite there yet. I'm looking at the way things are going, if we were to look at it that way, but we are close, and we we are closer to seeing the soon return of the Lord. Well, with that, I am going to sign off. Thank you for listening, and God bless.